In this video, I'll be taking you through my whole business journey of scaling 3 different businesses to over $1 million a year. Actually, 2 of those went to over $2 million a year. I'm sharing this with you because you need to listen to people who have accomplished the things that align with your goals. So if you want to grow your business to over $1 million a year, this YouTube channel is going to help you out greatly. So since I was 12 years old, I've been drinking coffee. And in high school, I realized that they weren't selling coffee. One of my best friends also loved coffee and he really wanted to drink coffee at school as well. So we decided to conduct market research on if it would be a viable business to start selling coffee in high school. We asked hundreds of people about if they wanted to get coffee, how much they would be willing to pay for it, how many times a week they would buy the coffee, etc., etc. And we came up with a calculation of how much money we were going to make. So we decided to get a loan from my dad to buy a coffee machine for a couple $100. But I ran into a hard reality that people do not do what they say. Because as we started this business, nobody bought the coffee. We ended up not doing great and the business was basically one big mistake and one big flop. But it was my first business venture and I learned a lot of things. Now, fast forward a couple of years, I started my first real business venture. It was online and it was selling products. You know, in the Netherlands, we have bol.com, which is basically a Dutch version of Amazon. And I started ordering products from China to sell on bol.com. And at first it really wasn't going anywhere. It was a lot of struggle and I had to learn a lot of new things. In the meantime, my parents' garage was filling up with boxes of products that I was unable to sell. But I kept on going and eventually I was able to build 2 brands that were actually doing good and making money. I ran into one problem though. I noticed that the people around me were not really aligned with how I viewed the world anymore. As I started working on my mindset, I started working out and reading books, but my friends were all smoking weed, drinking and basically partying and chilling all day. I knew that in order to grow, I needed to find new people that would help me grow. I also started feeling pretty lonely as I was locking myself up in my room with my laptop. So I decided to make a change. I sold my e-commerce brands and I got introduced to the world of sales. I started selling high-ticket services online and that's where I met my new business partner. After about 6 months of doing this, me and my new business partner decided to get back into e-commerce. He did dropshipping before and I was active on bol.com, so we decided to combine forces and started dropshipping on bol.com. We saw the opportunity and we had a feeling that it needed to work. As we started this venture, we were very excited and we were full of confidence that it was definitely going to work. But after putting a lot of money into it and month after month after month of it not working, both me and my business partner felt like quitting. But we didn't dare to tell each other that we felt like quitting. So we kept on going as we didn't know that we wanted to quit. And well, in hindsight, I'm very happy that we didn't quit because after about 6-7 months, it just blew up. We cracked the code and we started making money like never before. And this actually ended up being my first $1 million company. So as we started making a lot of money, we decided that we wanted to travel, see the world and buy nice things. We were staying at 5-star hotels for months. We were eating at the best restaurants and we were just chilling all day while the money kept coming in. As we lived this new lifestyle, people started noticing this and started asking questions about what was going on. So we basically told people who asked questions that we did e-commerce and it was working very well for us. Other people started getting into the same thing, but they needed our help. They started asking questions about how we were so successful. So we decided to help them and out of this, a new company was born. And this is the second $1 million company. We started a B2C consulting firm. At first, we were just helping people, but after a couple of months, the team grew, the client base got bigger, and results were through the roof, both of us and our clients. As this was so successful, we decided to add more services. We added an AI software, a virtual assistant agency, we did design work, and we even added logistical services. This business was the biggest success of my life until that point, because within 7 months of starting, we were doing 100K a month, and just 3 months later, we were hitting a run rate of over $2 million a year. Exactly a year after founding this business, we ended up completely automating the whole thing because both me and my business partner were ready for a next step. For me personally, the next step was a B2B consulting firm. I met a guy who was very experienced and had already helped a couple hundred businesses to grow and better organize their teams. We started working together as he was very experienced in business and I was very experienced in the online space. Within 3 months of combining forces, we were already at a $2 million a year run rate. The clients were very happy and everybody was going through the roof. We were helping construction companies, software companies, logistical companies, e-commerce companies. We were helping all sorts of businesses to scale up. At the beginning of this year, me and my business partner decided to part ways because our visions just weren't aligned anymore. And since the beginning of this year, my life has been a roller coaster. I've been part of so many businesses and so many projects. I invested money into e-commerce companies. I gave strategic consults. I built marketing departments. I built sales departments. I've done all sorts of things. Currently, I'm working with a select few business owners to help them get to a $1 or $2 million a year mark as well. And I share what has worked for me in the past and what's currently working for my clients here in depth on YouTube for you to grow with my clients for free. So like I said at the beginning of this video, you want to learn from people who have accomplished what your goals are. And if your goals sound anything like the things I have done, I'd highly recommend you to watch other YouTube videos of mine. In those YouTube videos, I actually go in depth on real strategies. I give real templates and tell you exactly what to do on all parts of your business. From marketing to sales to systems, onboarding new team members, all sorts of things for you to grow your business. And if you're running into anything at this point, just make sure to comment it down below. And based on my experience and what's working for my clients right now, I will make an in-depth video about it so that you can grow. Okay, so now you know exactly who you're listening to. So it's time for you to check out the other videos and start growing your business.